Hi guys, this is Sid Kulo with my bad English and the worst video quality on YouTube ever, and today I'm here to show you Gripper for Steam. But I haven't played the game. And I used some gameplay I found on YouTube and some comments I found on Steam. I put those together and here is my honest review. Nothing more. Anyway, if you wanna play the game, just don't buy it and be the first comment in this video, also subscribe and whatever, and you might get a key for the game.
Gripper is a cyberpunk bike action game that takes Doom's rip and tear gameplay to a new level. Kotaku. Gripper is a wicked action game that puts you on a cyberpunk cycle, a la Akira. PC Gamer. Gripper is the Akira-inspired boss rush we've always wanted, and it looks incredible. Nintendo Life.
Game is too basic and feels bad to play. Slide attack that's basically useless and makes you really slow. Grapple attack that grapples onto seemingly whatever the heartsuit it wants. I ain't like this, and the bits before the big spider where you press left and right and do a QT. Hell no dog. Cool presentation though, Max, smiley face.
Desing is amazing, gameplay is awful. My first impression in first 5 minutes by visuals and music was 11 out of 10. But then starts the gameplay. I'm almost Alt plus F4. For now, main gameplay loops for levels look separated for 2 stages. Long ride with roadblocks, variations, you dodging while and QT, first part, and fighting against boss, second. While ride part might be okay, meditative music and track background takes the vibe. There is too little timings between blockade appearing and moment you might hit it. This leads to the problem that you need remember the level, but not mastering the mechanics. I'm feared what it might become later in the game. But this is fixable by just making timings better. It's even good as a separated type of game with some chilling vibes. Reminds me audio surf. Well, second part is boss fight, or some sort of this. You riding around like an idiot, you have no guns, your only options to make damage, drift into enemy with yourself, grab some garbage to throw it and grab some weak part until you rip it off. Drifting into enemies is dead move cause you're dying fast. Throwing garbage is painfully long time lasting strategy cause damage is absurd. Ripping off parts is okay for a first few times and then boss starts to punish you with unresistible AoE. Oh, and you're not immune for any other damage sources, so GL to stay alive. I don't know how the hell this game will hold itself at finished dev stage, but right now I have no doubt to skip it at all. And that's sad, because first impressions of music and design was really amazing. But games should be whole. Completed. Harmonic in a way, this one is not. GL to devs to polish and find their balance. This game have a chance, but not now and not for me.
Am I wrong? Maybe it's Mandela effect, but I remember that I played game with this name, and this game was not about motorcycle, but about some kind of desert rally car. Am I wrong or game changed conception? Rivet.
Okay, so I've been meaning to give the game/demo a whirl for 2 demo festivals now. This time I'd finally gotten around to doing so. Upon launching the demo, I was confronted with a note to the effect that I needed to be playing with headphones and gamepad. I play games with neither, don't even own a gamepad. I went back to the Steam store page. No, it never seemed to mention that gamepad is needed. I thought, okay, well, the game looks interesting, there are some heartfelt things written on the store page, etc. I'll give it a whirl with mouse and keyboard. How bad can it really be? This game has some of the worst controls I have ever had the displeasure to suffer. and I tried both types, twin stick and racing. I'm not sure which was worse. I guess I at least understand how the racing layout works. I'm just shocked that in what is by the looks a pretty arcade game a U-turn is such a grim exercise. Perhaps if I played more, I would have come to learn to live with it, in the same way people do with abusive spouses, but frankly, here's the rest of the experience. In the intro sequence, at some point my hooks cables were just widely glitch flailing about. I drove over summer 2019 rims, a bunch of crops to check out some light. I had some more cable glitch flailing prevent me from spinning up the tower for a bit, then I was sent to find some water. Wait, how do they have a farm if water is found rather than, at least, in a known location? Then I found some water in a cactus. They have to have a hell of a conveyor system to feed a farm supply off of these, which took about the same time to break apart as a random boulder on the farm. The cactus dropped some green container that I assume was health, but having successfully driven over it after 3 minutes of trying I didn't get any effect from it, nor any prompt, X health kit, you're at full health. Then I got to the interestingly pronounced strongly accented wreck of a plane and over the course of 3 tries established conclusively that falling into the canyon doesn't kill you, just harms you, but you are unable to climb out once in. I didn't know how to proceed, and had enough. The plot was shaping up to be quite curious. And the soundtrack fairly interesting and unique, although seemingly more an acquired taste, so I could consider watching a playthrough or something once it's out, but as is, it's not playable, at least not on mouse and keyboard.
Game can't launch. I have a Steam error that pops up when I go to launch saying, "An error occurred while updating demo missing executable," aka the .exe is missing. I've tried verifying integrity of files, uninstalled and reinstalling in the same drive, and moving to a different drive, and it is still missing the .exe, uneasy face. How to get back? I really want to try the game off.
Rip out his heart! You're too beastly for a kid's toy. If I were, I would say, rip out his guts, gouge out
Why
his
did you
eyes,
ruin your old
rip his
game?
skull.
I just finished playing the new demo and remember the old one. Why did the developer ruin their old game? The wonderful, uplifting country music, and I'm not a country music fan, was replaced with generic neon music. The original game's intro sequence was amazing. This one is quick and boring. Quick time events? Seriously? What is this? 2011. Unlikable. Pretty boy protagonist with bad voice acting, zero reason to like him. He somehow ran away from his loving family. Why? He returned a long time after. Why? I know the old game's story was a bit confusing, but it made it clear who you are and why you are doing this. This one shows you a big bad with no mystery. The cat toy explains too much. If the sister was annoying, the cat is far, far worse. The voice acting is also worse. The sister and Ines were not top quality, but at least had a range of human emotion. Noon's worse simply by trying to sound action hero, which is worse, and the cat toy's attempts at wit just fall flat. The tunnel sequences are boring and tiresome, as well as entirely reliant on guessing where the dev wanted the player to go. The inability to slow down or change location rapidly does not help. When I played the old demo, I was intrigued and exited. The old demo had some rough edges, but it was good. With the new one, I'm putting this game off my wishlist and lost all interest. I understand that the developer made this overhaul due to feedback, but in the process they removed the soul, dare I say it, even very heart of the old game and made it worse in every way. It's as if a completely different developer took over.
Great job! Shock is deactivated.
Subscribe to Sid Cool O right now, and you can win a PlayStation 5. It is 100% authentic.